Here's the rewritten story, maintaining the original plot and context, using American English and aiming for a compelling narrative with a clear resolution. The day started like any other. Naomi Walker woke up early, kissed her sleeping daughter on the forehead, and rushed to catch the 6:45 a.m. bus to work. She worked as a shift manager at a fast food restaurant called Fry King in downtown Atlanta. It was one of those spots that stayed packed from lunch till late night. Naomi was kind, quiet, and hardworking. Everyone knew she was one of the best workers there, but some folks just didn't like her. Not because of her work, but because she was different. Naomi was the only black woman on the team. That should have meant nothing. But for people like Tiffany, Kevin, and Dustin, it meant everything. Tiffany, the cashier, was loud, rude, and always starting mess. Kevin was the assistant manager, and he let Tiffany do whatever she wanted. Dustin was just a follower. They formed a little gang. Every shift they made snide comments, rolled their eyes when Naomi spoke, and tried to make her feel small. But Naomi, she never clapped back. She did her job, kept her head up, and told herself to stay strong. She wasn't just working for herself. She had a daughter to feed and a family to protect. That day, as Naomi walked in, something felt off. The laughter was too loud. The whispers were too quick. She noticed Tiffany holding a supersized Coke cup and Kevin standing nearby with his phone out. Naomi walked past them, heading to the break room like she always did. And then, splash, ice-cold soda poured down her head, soaking her hair, her back, everything. Naomi gasped, frozen in place. Her heart stopped. The sticky drink ran down her face, into her eyes, down her legs. Behind her, Tiffany was grinning like a devil. "Oops," she said. "Didn't see you there." Kevin and Dustin burst into laughter. "Yo, you should see your face," Kevin laughed, phone still recording. "Bet your rich husband can't clean that mess up." That was when Naomi slowly turned around, eyes filled with pain, but no fear. She didn't scream. She didn't cry. She reached in her soaked pocket, pulled out her phone, and dialed one number. "Jordan," she whispered, voice shaking. "They just poured soda all over me at work on purpose." There was a pause. Then Jordan Hayes, her husband, replied with calm fire in his voice. "I'm on my way." And just like that, everything was about to change. Jordan Hayes wasn't like other billionaires. He didn't wear fancy suits or walk around with bodyguards. He wore jeans, drove an old pickup truck, and spent most of his time working on computers in his home office. But don't let the simple look fool you. Jordan owned multiple tech companies, was an investor in 2 fast food chains, and quietly bought out small businesses with toxic workplaces. He just didn't brag about it. When he got Naomi's call, he was in a board meeting. But the second he heard what happened, he stood up, said something urgent came up, and walked out. His driver picked him up, and within 30 minutes, Jordan was pulling into the parking lot of Fry King. He stepped inside the restaurant and scanned the room. Customers were eating. Workers were buzzing around. Naomi stood in the corner, still wet from the soda, trying not to cry. When she saw him, she ran straight into his arms. Without a word, Jordan held her tight, then looked over her shoulder at the 3 people responsible. Kevin noticed him first. "Can I help you, sir?" he asked, still chewing gum like nothing was wrong. Jordan didn't answer. He turned to the cashier nearby. "Can you get the general manager on the phone?" The girl hesitated. "I'm sure he's not here today, though." "No problem," Jordan said calmly. "Tell him Jordan Hayes is taking over now." Kevin looked confused. "Wait, who are you again?" Jordan stepped forward, pulling out his phone. He showed them a screen with names, ownership documents, and a company seal. "I'm your wife's husband," he said. "And starting this morning, I'm also the new owner of this Fry King location. Bought it 30 minutes ago." The room went silent. "You bought the restaurant?" Dustin asked, his voice squeaky. "Yes," Jordan said, still calm. "And now I'm going to do something the last owner should have done a long time ago." He looked straight at Tiffany. You're fired. Then at Kevin. You're fired. Then Dustin. Fired. The three stood frozen. You can't do that. Tiffany snapped. This is illegal. I own this place now, Jordan said. You embarrassed my wife. You bullied her, and you poured soda on her like she was nothing. That ends today. Naomi stood behind him, still shocked, still soaked, but now smiling. I already sent footage to HR and legal, Jordan added. Oh, and one more thing. You'll never work at another burger joint again. I made sure of that. As Jordan walked Naomi out, holding her close, customers started clapping, just as it come, fast and loud. But it wasn't over yet. A week later, Fry King looked different. The toxic workers were gone. The atmosphere was peaceful. Naomi had been promoted to general manager with full benefits and a raise. Jordan had made sure of that, and more surprises came. Jordan didn't just buy the restaurant. He remodeled it, installed better equipment, raised wages for the staff, and brought in a trainer to help everyone grow. The old crew was replaced by people who cared, people who respected others, no matter their skin color. Naomi walked in one morning to cheers and flowers on her desk. There was a note that read, "To the heart of Fry King. Thank you for staying strong." But what about Tiffany, Kevin, and Dustin? Word spread fast in the industry. They tried to apply for jobs at other fast food chains, but Jordan had already sent warnings to managers in the area, backed by video evidence. No one wanted to hire a bully with a public soda attack on record. One day, Naomi saw Tiffany standing outside the building, trying to peek in through the glass. She didn't say a word, just turned and walked away. Her pride gone, her job gone, her power gone. Meanwhile, Naomi grew stronger. People came from all over just to eat at the restaurant that turned around. Reporters called it the soda justice story. But Naomi never cared for the fame. She was just happy to do her job in peace. And every now and then, when customers asked about the day Jordan showed up and cleaned house, she'd smile and say, "Let's just say, don't mess with people who've got angels watching over them." The story concluded with Fry King becoming a beacon of fair treatment and respect, a testament to Naomi's resilience and Jordan's unwavering support. Their love and justice prevailed, transforming a toxic environment into a thriving community where everyone was valued and respected.